It's official. Andrew Garfield's going to play Spider-Man / Peter Parker in the new Spider-Man reboot in 2012. This is the Gaming Hero Man. Okay, so before I start here, I'd like to say that I am going to be bringing movies to the Gaming Hero Man's channel. I'm not only going to be doing games, but now I'm also going to be doing movies. And Modern Warfare 2 videos are actually pretty soon to come. Actually, I'm getting my Dazzle pretty soon. And actually, I'm using a Rock Band mic to record my voice right now. It's pretty ghetto, but you know, it's all I have. And I'm going to be using this to commentate my Modern Warfare 2 videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the channel for my Modern Warfare 2 videos yet, but anyways, let's start with this whole Spider-Man thing going on. It was released that Andrew Garfield is going to be playing Peter Parker / Spider-Man in the upcoming reboot, which is going to be in 2012. Okay, so to be honest with you, this really caught me off guard. I mean, I was really surprised when I found out that Andrew's going to be playing Peter Parker. I really thought it was going to be like Logan, what's his face? Logan. Okay, so he was a kid from Percy Jackson in the Olympians. I thought he was going to play Peter, to be honest with you, because he was in talks to play Peter, but that's what he said, and then Sony's like, oh, no, that never happened, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a big fat liar, pants on fire. So apparently Logan lied to people saying that he is probably going to get the role of Peter Parker, that he was in talks with getting it. And it was also reported that Donald Glover was going to be Peter Parker, who's some black kid. And that would just be a disgrace to Peter Parker fans and Spider-Man fans and just Spider-Man himself. I'm not racist or anything like that. I'm not trying to be. It's just that in all the comics, there's never one comic book or anything that has to do with any Spider-Man ever being created being black that I know of. If you guys know one, then just tell me, because I have no idea. I never, ever saw anything to do with any of that. So, I don't know. I really just... You guys can tell me your opinion in the comments below. Alright, so... this is a funny picture that I made. It's actually... This is a quick 5-minute edit that I made. I didn't really try that much at all whatsoever. But anyways, I'm going to read some quotes off of Superhero Hype that I found. It's just basically the people who are making the movie and some people that got to work with Andrew commenting on like him getting the role. And one from Sony Pictures. I'm just going to read it. Okay, so Amy Pascal, co-chairman of Sony Pictures Entertainment, and Matt Tolmack, president of Columbia Pictures, said, quote, Spider-Man is a classic superhero, a young man who balances his responsibility to serve humanity and crush evil with the shyness and normalcy of someone struggling to find himself. The role demands an extraordinary actor. You need someone who can magically transform himself from Peter Parker into Spider-Man. An actor who will I don't know, I just completely butchered this word. The vulnerability of youth and strength and confidence of a legendary figure at the same moment. We found the actor in Andrew Garfield. From the first time we saw him in the upcoming film Social Network to his glorious screen test, which floored of all of us, we knew that we had found our new Peter Parker. And la-di-da. That's end quote. That is from those people. Alrighty. And yup. And as I talk about this next part, here's some pictures at the reveal party, I guess you could say, where they announced it, but some pictures of Andrew at the revealing that he's Spider-Man. But anyways, another quote from from the producer A.V. Arad at quote, I'm incredibly excited about Andrew Garfield and the Spider-Man. Oh, I requote. I'm incredibly excited about Andrew Garfield. In the Spider-Man tradition, we were looking for a smart, sensitive, and cool new Peter Parker who can inspire us to make us laugh, cry, and cheer. We believe we have found the perfect choice to take on this role and lead us into the future. Very, very nice quote. End quote. And you might not have noticed, but when I say end quote, that's pretty much after I say a couple more words, just so you're not confused. And then another producer, Lara Zinsky, said, quote, we are thrilled to have Andrew Garfield for this new incarnation of Spider-Man under Mark Webb's direction. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it before. Mark Webb is directing the movie. And the movie's in 3D, just to say that. Okay, so back to the quote. We were fortunate enough to meet with a group of fantastical, talented young men. In the end, we all agreed that in introduction to being an extraordinary actor, Andrew had the right mix of humor, youth, and pathos, whatever the hell that means, along with an underlying sense of strength and power necessary to bring Peter Parker and Spider-Man to life on screen. And end quote. Okay, and those were some of the quotes that I had in here. I'm just looking through Superhero Hype. Actually, I have to give some credit because I first found this out at superherohype.com. I'm actually going to read some comments on what people have to say about this. Gun God says Andrew Garfield ... who? A. He just says scoffs. Tristan Tulaka. I just butchered that name totally, and I meant to. He's whoever. If this is a he or she, I will never know. But whoever it is says, nice. I'm really excited about this actually. Gary says, I just think he looks weird, but I could see him pulling off the role. RebelEmpire.com says, what? I guess he could be an okay Spider-Man. Looks lanky enough. Okay, whatever. Dark Gib says, well, okay, but he needs to lose the unibrow, even though I never saw a unibrow on him. I don't really know. Hyru says, who? Azahu says, don't like him, and then dot, and then some type of face with an S as a smiley face, whatever that means. Smash Adams says, huh? Isn't he like 30? But whatever. Go on to the next page. And then somebody else said, anybody but Toby. Like, that was just pretty stupid. Bad Bloke Bob says, ha, it's Craig as Bond all over again. We want someone really young this time. Oh, sod it. Can't cast someone 10 years old. Are you ready? Says, I don't know him, but when I am horrible English here. He has some credible films on his list. He's 27 years old, so I hope those whiners there about Peter Parker being too young. I hope they'll portray Spider-Man with funny one-liners like in the comics, not an emo Spidey. Zombie Joker says, doesn't look right to me. And I'm going to read one more. Teen Berserker, whatever. Quote, if it's some sort of joke, it's not funny. Wow. Okay, so those are all the comments I'm going to read to you right now. Okay, so we're running out of time here. I got about 1 more minute left. So I'm just going to give this little tiny last part saying what I think about Andrew Garfield, about what I've seen him so far. Okay, so he's a young actor. Never really heard of him that much before. He's not been in many big movies. I mean, he's worked with, holy cow, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Whatever, the guy who played the Joker in The Dark Knight. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for that, for not remembering his name. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today, but oh god, I have 30 seconds. So, he's a young actor, haven't heard of him much. But I think he can pull off the role if he, in some of the pictures that I've seen of him, he does look like a Peter Parker. In real life, he has a British accent. But I've seen him in one of the movies, I saw a couple acting jobs he did on YouTube, And without that British accent, he does sound like he didn't sound like I expected him to sound, but I think he pulled off. And yeah, you guys can just tell me what you think in the comments below. And there's a link in the description for a video of them announcing Andrew Garfield. And I suggest you look up some of his acting, blah, blah, blah. I'm running way out of time here. So, see everybody later. See ya!